Oh my god. Hi, everybody. It's been a minute. Hope everyone is having a great, for those in America, a great Sunday night of your 3-day weekend for Labor Day tomorrow. It's uh it's been a hell of a past 2 weeks. It sucked. It sucked. I hate it. I hate August, and I just have that many more reasons to hate August after this year. Oh, it's been a lot. Nicole Y. Oh, Nicole Y says I'm on one tonight, girl. We're gonna talk about some stuff. I'm chilling. It's 6:30 here. I've got my pumpkin cream chai. Uh, shout out, shout out to my chai dude. Shadow hair, that Amber chick, and damn it, Amber. Amber's. Shadow hair, Sarah K, Chef Maiku, Astro. Hold on. I gotta do a thing. Da-da-da-da-da. I have that stupid. My milkshake brings up because of the Cat's Eye Gap ad, which I like Cat's Eye. D Roar, how are you? Good to see you, Sean Nova, Detective Coatrice, and Sin Eater. Ooh, I just put the best nail polish on my nails. I'll have to send a picture. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. It's like a gunmetal with like a blue shimmer. It's amazing. If you like nail polish, check out ILNP. I love nail polish on Amazon. They are like right up there with Holo Taco. I'm not sure what we're talking about. I know a couple things we're going to talk about. Oh, I love Cat's Eye. Gnarly, Gabriella, like I love K-pop. I've loved K-pop since like 2017. Got into it with BTS when they released Fake Love. Oh my god. I really need BTS to go back to their Korean lyrics. Thanks. Love me some K-pop. I can't play the ad. I'll get copyright. I can't. I wish I could. I know. I'm so happy to see you, D-Roar. Oh, I have a mosquito bite already? Gosh darn it. Listen, I live in northern Nevada. We don't have many mosquitoes, but the ones we do have will not fly into your yard. They'll jump over your 6-foot fence, bitch slap you around a little bit, do the mosquito bite, and then they'll jump over the other side of the fence to go up the street to like Taco Bell or some shit and get a snack. They are fucking massive. I don't know what's going on. It's a lot, and they love me. I know, laughs in Floridian. I'm like, I have one mosquito, but they're fucking like Arnold Schwarzenegger mosquitoes, though. They're huge. I lived in Florida. I lived in Hawaii. I know. I lived in Chicago, Texas. I know. I sound like an idiot living in the high desert. And shout out Burning Man. Get out of my town. Take all your fucking trash with you and leave. I don't know if anyone listening to this or that will listen to this goes to Burning Man. I fucking hate it so much. So much. They come through town on their way out there, empty all the shelves, right? You can't find ice to save your life. Empty everything out. Then they go out there. And it's been oh no, the orgy dome blew down this year. Oh darn. Oh darn. Go out there, get all drugged up, and do a bunch of weird shit. It rained again this year, which is fucking hysterical to me because I'm like, fuck you guys. And they've all been coming, like leaving and coming back through town. And their favorite thing to do is just dump their trash everywhere. And like in the back of stores and their dumpsters, which I will be telling my dumpster story. I'm due. It's like an annual event. I have to tell my dumpster story. Which, if you notice, like people like Sarah K, Nicole Y, thank you so much, have 24 months. Holy shit balls there, Sean. My 1 year member emoji is a fucking raven sitting on a dumpster. I will get into it. The story doesn't embarrass me. It's like my best and favorite story to tell. And please, 95% of adults, 95% of humans, right, above the age of like, I will say 16, are card carrying members of the I shit or I almost shit my pants club. Like, come on now. But I don't want to get all emotional, even though I'm going to. The past 2 weeks have sucked. For those of you that may not have heard but knew her, Lynn the Cynicunt, she passed away, I believe, on August 17th. Which sucks because I think we all knew Lynn. And at least had chatted with her in somebody's chat at one time or another. And before she got really sick, she was part of my community. And I know I can't. Hey, vintage. And she hadn't been around for a hot minute because I know her medical issues got really bad. And then Cobes died, which fucking sucks, dude. I started out reacting to like Foodie and like Cobes. We, with my friend Mick, we specifically did like his cooking videos, right? Because she like I had heard of him, but I never really watched him. And Mick kind of like introduced me a couple years ago. And I had started watching him. I watched in horror with the whole Nell arc. And when he moved into that trailer, I just kept telling her, I'm like, I know Clint just wants like a stable place for Cobes to live, but I had a bad feeling. And there's been a lot of tribute videos, and I didn't talk about him on my channel, but I loved me some Cobes, right? The only person he hurt was his own self. And I've seen a lot of tribute videos. And there's one that stands out. And it's not just because I'm totally biased for this creator. It's because this creator edited Cobes a lot over the years. And their tribute was so good. And that is Kate motherfucking Winslet. And I've probably watched this, I don't even know how many times. So, in honor of Copes, we're going to watch Kate Winslet's tribute to him real quick.
Copy 123, 1340. En route to North Forest. It's going to be lot 27 for a male. He on the point of CPR, and he is not breathing.
Target fed. Engine 5's on scene. Command Force, Tech 5. Copy 1079.
1343.
it now, here he comes. He doesn't look a thing like Jesus, but he talks like a gentleman, like you imagine when you were young. Can we climb this mountain? I don't know. Higher now than ever before. I know we can make it if we take it slow. That's taking easy, easy now. Watch it go. We're burning down the highway skyline on the back of a hurricane that started turning when you were young. When you were young. And sometimes you close your eyes and see the place where you used to live when you were young. They say the devil's water, it ain't so sweet. You don't have to drink right now, but you can dip your feet every once in a little while. You sit there in your heartache, waiting on some beautiful boy to save you from your old ways. You play forgiveness, watch it now, here he comes. He doesn't look a thing like Jesus, but he talks like a gentleman, like you imagine when you were young. Talks like a gentleman, like you imagine when you were young. I said he doesn't look a thing like Jesus. He doesn't look a thing like Jesus. But more than you'll ever know.
Anyways, thank you for watching the video. And I'll catch you cool cobras later.
That's what's up, tubes. 10 out of 10. Shout out to Kate Winslet. I loved reacting to Copes. I started out with the burrito he made with all the toothpicks in it, and then he left it out for like 3 days. There used to be a running joke because he would just, I'm gonna marinate a steak, and he would put globs of country crock and we're gonna put butter, and I'd be like, it's not butter. And when Nal was telling him it's not butter, it's one molecule away from plastic, I was like, that bitch is crazy, but she's a woman after my own heart. It's not butter. It became a whole running joke for a while. And Kate did a brilliant job. The choice of song, I love that. I hadn't watched him in like the past, God, I would say 6 to 9 months. I couldn't. He just deteriorated so much. Didn't look like himself anymore. He was just completely shit-faced drunk all the time. Oh, can you hear my dogs? Yeah. They're out in the living room with my mom. She must have stood up. She stands up. That means they need a treat. Hey, you diff. Ballparks, doors. And I really like the song choice. I like that Kate, because she's been editing him for years. Walnut Grove. Was it Walnut? Yeah, Walnut Grove, Boglum Chronicles, a couple other channels wrote like such heartfelt, amazing posts. Uh, but I like that Kate Winslet chose clips of him when he was young. He was happy. He was just being silly and having fun with his friends. And yeah, she did great. I love Kate Winslet. Kate Winslet is a moderator here just because she's motherfucking Kate Winslet and because I think it's hysterical when Kate randomly times people out for 10 seconds. And that's why that bitch has a wrench in my chat. That shit's funny. God, people are so fucking sensitive. Ballparks, I agree. I just think after Hurricane Null, his one friend died, and then Aaron took his own life. And then Oz, he was already like down. He was isolated in that trailer. And then Ozzy passed, and it just, and I saw some people got upset because Ballpark Franks posted a clip of basically Cobes predicting that he would pass on when he was 34, and he was right. But death is a part of life, which I'd also like to send my condolences to Fresh Garbage. Because her mom did pass away, and I just want to send my condolences to her and her family. I can't imagine that day will come for me one day. And yeah, it's death sucks. It sucks, but it's a part of life. I could say how many. Wait, I want to see how many views. I think Kate Winslet. How many? This is up to 33,000 views in 6 days because it's so good. And I know I've watched it multiple times because it's a weird thing, right? It's like none of us actually knew Cobes, but a lot of us watched him. And I talked to a few people after he passed that like, I feel weird. I'm crying over somebody I didn't actually know, but that I cared about. And I'm like, grief is a weird fucking thing. If you're upset, cry. You know? Yeah, well, and my mom is all I have. So she's the only family I have. It's just me and Mama Burb. Yeah. Kate Winslet did absolutely the best job. Oh, I loved Copes. That's like I said, I started out doing YouTube with my friend Mick on her channel. She has privated all of her Cope streams because, Mick has the snake, the cobras that were on Josh's chair. I sent her those. She has a t-shirt with his ventriloquist mannequin on there, Sean. She has that. I sent that bitch that. I bought us the fucking tactical soap and we did a review on it. Like Cobes was an integral part of like our friendship. Oh my god. I wanted to get her one of his wands, but he had like stopped making them. So I wish I could have done that. But yeah. Wait, when was this review? We did it. We did it on her channel. It's probably privated, but yeah, no. I ordered that soap and then it sat for like hella long because Mick couldn't get her shit together. So we could do it, and it made sense to do it on her channel because I didn't talk about clothes on my channel. Yeah, I wish I could have got her a fucking wand. Oh, but she has all those other things because I'm like, happy birthday, here's some cobras. Like, I sent her other stuff too, but I don't know. It's just so that's kind of how I started out on YouTube, was reacting to him with my friend Nick. You missed the review. Uh, Mick did not care for the soaps. I think I got us like 3 different scents. Definitely the Bond one, because that was the one Coves was always talking about. Like the most popular. They were okay. I don't know. We just smelled them like we didn't. Listen, we're girls, right? I'm not using anything like that on my enchilada, because you know, you gotta be real careful with that stuff when you got a fashay. You know what I'm saying? The girls know. The girls know. Yes, Durden got that one. Got to. So, and just side note, I just want to make a blanket statement that we all fire up YouTube channels. Dusty, how's your back, beach? We all fire up YouTube channels because we want to talk about some shit, right? Some people, and there's an endless possibilities of who and what you can talk about on your channel. I was a longtime chatter in Gore World. I've moderated for hella channels, and I've always wanted to start a channel. And I'm very much all over the place with my content because that's how my brain works. And I'm going to talk about who and what I want. No one has to like my opinion or my viewpoint or my stance on anything. You're welcome to not like it. That doesn't mean I care. Xylophone of I don't care. Xylophone of I don't fucking care. I don't care. I don't care if any one particular person or group doesn't like my politics or my viewpoint on anything or a person or whatever. I don't give a shit. And the last fucking thing, there's very few topics in which I will sit there and actually like debate somebody, right? One that I would is like chronic pain patients, access to proper pain management. That hits close to home because, you know, no one's talking about all the pain patients um, getting ripped off their meds and then taking their own lives. No one cares about that. Or how people are terminal with cancer and 2 weeks away from passing away and are given ibuprofen. No one's talking about that. There's very few topics I'm actually going to sit there and take the time and expend the energy I have, which is I only got so many. I got like 5 spoons a day, man. I don't care. If you don't like my views on certain things, great. Then don't like them. I'm allowed to have them just like everyone else is allowed to have theirs. I try to remain respectful even when I disagree. But in this day and age, if you disagree or you have a different viewpoint or thought process or feeling, you're labeled an ist or a phobic or whatever because, you know, how dare everyone not agree with one particular person. Like, I don't care. I don't give a I am Gen X. I don't fucking care. I survived on warm bologna sandwiches, hose water, and stolen cigarettes when I was 8 years old. I don't give a shit. Okay? Are we clear? Are we clear? I know. I know. How dare I not have the same views and opinions? I mean, ugh. It's so ridiculous. And trust me, I could get a lot spicier than I do. I could get a lot more into the political and social issues than I do. But that attracts a certain type of crowd. And like, I just, I don't want to deal with it. I want to drink my chai and tell you the story of the time I had to shit behind a dumpster. Xylophone of dumpster shitting. Okay, because this has been going around again for some, I don't know. Like it's we today is the last motherfucking day in August. I'm so excited. I'm waking up at the ass crack. I mean, I'm waking up at 6 a.m. out of the house by 7 a.m. Bitch, I'm driving into Cali to buy some motherfucking lottery tickets because Powerball, Super Lotto, all I need is a couple mil and I'm good, right? So me and Jasper, me and my pitbull are gonna go buy lottery tickets in the morning. And I don't know, for some reason, like people think bringing this up is like gonna embarrass me. Bitch, I put it out there. My 1 year member emoji is a raven sitting on a dumpster. I love this story. Okay. Oh, see? Thank you. Thank you, Zach. I had to take a shiz once while running outside. It was awful on a trail. We have all been there, whether we drank too much, we got food poisoning, the stomach flu. We have all had that instance where your body you don't cognitively have a choice. Things are going to expel forth from your top or your bottom orifice whether you want it to or not, whether it's a good time in a proper place or not. Again, 95% of people are card carrying members of the I did or almost did shit my pants club. So miss me with that. Oh shit, you survived colon cancer? Yes, and shout out to Gigi and his cauliflower butt. That's low. Wow. I need views and super chats. So Hussey's resorted to sharing private medical information. That low. You're nasty. You're fucking nasty. Please be sure if anything weird's going on down there, go see a doctor. I ended up having to go. Turns out I was having some digestive issues. I have like a hiatal hernia and some other like stomach things going on. But they're like, well, let's do a colonoscopy while you're under for the endoscopy at 41, which they don't usually do your first one until you're 45. When I was 41, 4 years early, I had my first endoscopy done, and I had 3 or 4 large precancerous polyps removed. And if I would have waited until I was 45, like the recommended age, I would have had colon cancer by that time. So please, please don't let embarrassment, shame, whatever, stop you from going and getting your butthole checked out if you need. Shout out to Dusty. Yeah, see? Oh, hold up. See, Becca says my brother was a truck driver and had a shit in a trash bag in the middle of an abandoned parking lot. Shit happens, bro. Yeah, shout out Dusty's back and his colon. Ooh. Yeah, so we all have that story. So mine is this. Let's go back to the summer of 2020. Now, lockdowns varied depending on where we all live. I am in the biggest little city of Reno, Nevada. This was like June. Okay. Hey, Ninja Kitsune, looking for a city. So we were at a point where you couldn't go in anywhere. Like I was doing like DoorDash and what's the other one? Grubhub deliveries for a little extra cashola because you things had reopened, but you couldn't dine in. Not in a fast food restaurant. Gas stations wouldn't let you use the bathroom. Everything was still 6 feet. You could do pickup orders at regular restaurants, but there was like no dine in stuff. So Mama Bird one day stops on her way home. Yeah, and they were like handing everything to you on a tray. Do you remember that? Ugh, so stupid. I'm sure that stop. Shut up, Raven. So Mama Bird, we hadn't been like out in months. We go out to eat fairly regularly. She texts me and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm really craving like a Whopper. Should I stop and get Burger King?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Told her what I wanted. We got the little Whopper Juniors, some chicken fries, some mozzarella sticks, and like we just shared everything. It was good. So I decide to work the next day doing, I think it was Grubhub. And I like to work at the south end of town. And I was a little hungry and like I felt fine. I felt fine. So I drive to the south end of town, which is, a little ways away from the part of town where I live. And there's another Burger King down there. It's not even a shopping center. It's there's like an off ramp for the expressway that is sort of behind the building, and then off to one side there's a nursing home, and then you have the main street on the other side. And in this little thing, there's a Burger King at one end of the parking lot. And then there's like a Sherwin-Williams paint and a Life Touch photography studio, which the Sherwin-Williams and Life Touch were not open because, again, this was still during lockdown in 2020. So I liked to work I like to work. I liked to do Grubhub delivery stuff at the south end of Reno. The restaurants, and it's just better. So that Burger King is there, right? I had Burger King the day before. I'm like, that was really good. Let me cruise through there again and get a little snacky poo before I start working so I'm not all like jittery and, let me eat something. So I go through. I think I got like another Whopper Junior, like fries, some chicken fries, and, had a little bit of everything done. And I'm sitting there. Again, I feel fine. Have my little, post meal cigarette. Sign into my Grubhub, like, all right, I'm ready to work. 10, 15 minutes goes by, nothing comes in. Then an order comes in. And it was like a really good order. Like, good tip, close, quick, easy. I was just about to hit accept. And not my stomach, like your gut. Y'all know what I mean. There's like your stomach. This is like down in your intestines when they're like, and you're like, oh no. And I felt like a little twinge, and I was like, oh. And Grubhub's like screaming at me, like, do you want this order or not, bitch? And I was like, hold the fuck on. Like, I don't know what's. And then I was, oh no. Oh no. Now keep in mind, I had done route for years. So I had like paper towels, wet wipes, extra plastic bags. Like, I had a lot of stuff in my car from driving from Reno to Sacramento for years. I learned. Just always be prepared. And I hit decline and I sign out. And I'm like, oh my God. And in my head, I said, okay, because I couldn't get into Burger King. You could go through the drive-thru. I could not go in the building. So the closest place for me that had a proper bathroom was Maverick, which is like it's like a Wawa. Not as good as a Wawa, but they sell food and which at least 10 minutes down the road from where I was at, assuming I would catch every light. And I said, "Oh, I don't know if I'm going to make it." So I pulled out of my parking spot and I could have gone left to try and go to the Maverick or go right and dip behind these buildings. I had to turn right. There was no time. No, my body said, "No, ma'am. Nope, girl." Now, this was June of 2020. I had just purchased my SUV in August of 2019. So to me, my car is like still brand new. So I dip behind these buildings and I'm looking because a lot of places here will have the dumpster and this like concrete sort of thing around it with the fence. And I was like, okay, I know I've got bags and I can dip in there and my body's going to do what it's going to do. It'll be private, whatever. I go around. The problem is that the doors to get in the thing were locked. They were locked. I was like, oh no. So I look up, make sure there's no cameras, try to angle my SUV as best I can to block me from the nursing home and the off ramp of 580. Open my doors, barely have time to like reach back, grab my roll of paper towels and wet wipes, run around my car, clenching like a fucking burb has never clenched before. Lord help me. Make it around to the front of my car where I'm kind of shielded. Drop trow and oh my fucking god. The force with which what came out of me came out of me. I'm surprised Elon Musk did not call me afterwards and be like, "Bitch, you're an astronaut. Would you like to join?" Because holy shit balls, everything in me involuntarily with a force that has not been seen since biblical times shot out of me. I think my butthole was possessed that day. Shout out Dusty. Oh my God. And we've all experienced that where it's either the top end or the bottom end. Your body is like, you ate something or whatever is causing it is just it. You involuntarily, with a demonic force of legions, expel everything out of your fucking digestive system. Oh my God. And I felt bad because I really wanted to try and shit in a bag. I didn't even have time to like set up the bag. I felt so bad. Oh Lord help me. I need Jesus. I need all of them. I need fucking Krishna and Buddha and everybody. So everything expels from me. Oh, thank God I grabbed my wet wipes. Clean myself up. And I felt so bad because like I couldn't even like I put the wet wipes and everything in like a bag because I wanted to put it in the dumpster, but then I was like, oh wait, the thing for the dumpster is locked. I can't. I felt terrible. And then I look up after I, clean up and everything. And I realized I, in fact, did not angle my SUV in a good position because I was in a little bit of a rush. And I look over and there's the on ramp or the off ramp for 580. And I was in full view the whole time, just the whole time. Oh, and I cleaned up. I was like, "Oh, that's great. I wonder how many people saw me." And there was a crowd at the window at the nursing home too, but hopefully most of them were like, go back to tell the nurses there's somebody like, shitting like a demon over there. They're probably like, yeah, Mrs. Jones, you're senile or whatever. No one cares. So it was a lot. It was a lot. And like, come on. Anybody that wants to fucking make fun of me, this is my best and favorite story to tell. I tell it every year at some point during the summer. Go fuck yourself. And what would have been better? Shitting behind a dumpster or shitting in my pants in my brand new car and then driving, 20 to 30 minutes, give or take, to get home. You do the fucking math. And that is why people like to bring up that I'm a dumpster shitter, because I am. I don't give a fuck. Fucking A, dude. It gets better with every retelling. Yeah, I try to keep it the same, but oh my god. And I know people are gonna clip it and be like, "Oh my god, Raven started shit behind a dumpster." Yes, I fucking did. I sure fucking did. Because it was better to shit behind a dumpster, again, than in my pants and have to sit in it for a 30-minute drive home. So, I think we all would have chose the dumpster, you know? God, we all have embarrassing stories. Those are the best stories. I love when people share their embarrassing stories with me. Because 9 times out of 10, that person you're sharing that embarrassing story with is going to be like, oh my God, that happened to me too. Or yeah, something similar. And you kind of bond over it. Who cares? I'm a dumpster shitting burb that doesn't care if you agree or disagree with my opinions. And I don't give a fuck what people think of me because I am a sane person. And that right there, I am so far ahead of the game. So far ahead of the fucking game. Never risk a blowout in the car. That applies to your tires and your ass. Please make sure to check your tires and get them properly rotated, especially with winter coming up in some parts of the world. Girl, Becca, bitch. Becca says, now that I take pain medication, I have the opposite problem. I need prune juice and Linzest to go. I literally go, bitch, I take pain meds every day because I have chronic pain and my spine's crumbling. So that happened with having the slow digestive system of taking pain meds every day. That's how bad it was, girl. Oh, yeah. And anybody that's like, Raven Star, blah, blah, fuck you. My spine is crumbling. I'm going to need surgery here shortly. I am in pain 24/7. So if you would like to criticize or comment on the fact that I take pain meds, go fuck yourself. And I pray that you never have to experience what it's like, or that a loved one never has to experience what it's like, and or go without proper, adequate pain treatment for surgery, injury, or terminal illness. It's amazing. I can always tell the people that have never had to deal with chronic pain with the shit that gets sent to me that people say, and I'm like, yeah, that's nice. And I get it. There's a lot of misinformation out there, and a lot of people don't understand it. I really do need to do a stream on it, I want to get one of those. I want to get one of those collapsible portable scooters. And I looked, and Walmart has one on sale. It's usually like $1,200, and it's on sale for like $600. Really want to do that. Really want to get it. Ooh. Oh, too young for surgery, girl, Becca. I had my first and only spinal surgery thus far at 27 years old, and it didn't help. Surgery often, a lot of the time, spinal surgery makes people worse. It doesn't help. I don't want to have it, but I have spinal stenosis because my discs, my cartilage are just yeeting. They're like, nope, yeah, we're clocking out. Sorry, bye, girl. I'm like, oh, that's great. So you have bundles of nerves that come out of either side of your spine. That opening for me is collapsing. It's called severe. Mine is severe spinal stenosis. Any stenosis is just when an opening closes, right? And so I'm gonna need hardware put in, even though I don't want to have another spinal surgery. I'm gonna need hardware put in to stabilize that and keep the compression of everything from getting too bad. Yeah, and it feels fucking great. So that's why I take pain meds. Go fuck yourself. Stick a knife in your lower back and keep it there, and then report back to me how great you feel. Okay? Thanks. Assholes. Fucking ignorant ass idiots. Yes. Stenosis is progressive. It's only going to get worse because my discs they're bulging, they're drying up, my cartilage is wearing out. So, and your disc and your cartilage is what cushions your spine and like makes the space, So from my L3 all the way down, it's just fucked. But I'm almost 22 years into the injury, so I've done pretty well, and for that I'm thankful. All right. What do we want to watch? Do we want to watch a little more about Narc Alert? We can do that. So I shared the channel as Concerned Girl. I linked one of her videos in the description. Make sure you go check her out. She's the one who is documenting all this and making videos. And we started out it was 2 weeks ago. I'm so sorry. I had a weird flare up with actually my neck, which is kind of not the usual. And then everybody was dying, and I couldn't. I would have just come on and been a hot mess. So we watched the first video, and it basically detailed how Narc Alert in her Discord, specifically with her mods, was pretty rude and dismissive because they were all talking about meeting up one day, and I guess one of the people in there made a comment about like, oh, fist bumps because they don't like physical touch, and I believe they said they are on the spectrum. And Narc Alert was kind of dismissive of it and was like, no, I'm gonna just hug you. And I can see where both sides are coming from. Sometimes somebody says things meaning well or as a joke, but maybe the other person is tired of them saying it, or they're just not in the fucking mood, and it's like, can we not just fucking humor each other, you know? All right, so let me share Concerned Girl. And then Concerned Girl made, because there's like a part 1, a part 2. Again, please make sure you go and support her. Link is in the description. So we watched this one, The Apology, right? And so then this one,
apology that she crammed into the beginning of her glitter and lasers.
gosh darn it. So this one is called The Missing Donations, The Truth Behind the Narc Alert. And if Nicole Y is still in here, she is quite informed on this. I think she was around for it. Oh, you do? Shit, Shadow Hair. Do you want to drop your link? I'll mod you so you can drop a link. There, go ahead and drop your link. Oh, welcome in, Pinklet. You read The Raven? Yeah, I do love me some Poe. All right. So this is the second video. And this was kind of mentioned in the first, where I guess Merc, who is Narc Alert, was taking donations for children in the Amazon. And I guess they went missing. Let's watch and find out.
And welcome back. If you haven't seen our last video, it's definitely worth a watch. It's in response to Merc, the Narc Alert's apology that she crammed into the beginning of her glitter and lasers reaction, and points out how she lies. Now, this video is about the fundraiser that Merc posted to help the children in the Amazon. Some of us have been talking, and no one has seen any proof of where that money has gone. Only a small portion can be accounted for, which will be explained here. We're going to use a silly picture of Merc to block.
No. Listen, unless you have 10,000 subscribers or more. So this is why FFG, Gigi's done a few. You have to have 10,000 subscribers. Only then are you able, via YouTube, like, I'll never hit 10,000 subs, right? But just say in a hypothetical world I did, and I wanted to do a fundraiser for SBCA, right? Something to do with dogs, because y'all know I love a fucking dog. I would then have the ability, having 10,000 subs or more, that I can connect directly to that charity, and it completely bypasses me. Under 10,000 subs, if you want to do any sort of a fundraiser, bitch, you so need to show proof. You need to do it in a way you can show proof. And I've criticized the fuck out of FFG on this channel, right? I think most of us are aware of that. But I will say, that bitch has always shown proof of her donations. You've got to fucking show proof.
Out the names and profile pictures of anyone who donated while we scroll through the amount. And while this is publicly accessible on the fundraiser page, we do not want to call out anyone in this video. Merc started promoting the PayPal fundraiser in April 2023 with a goal of 500 Canadian or 362 US dollars. And according to the fundraiser page, it was to feed breakfast to the children of the Amazon. Upon reaching out to the organizers to ask them about the cost, they said it was 250 US dollars, which works out to roughly $3.
Okay, so I don't know if she's going to read out this email. Dolly Beaver, that's a great fucking name. Sorry. Says the breakfast for the kids is an option. You can fund it for 200. Sorry, I have an eye appointment on Wednesday morning I'm getting new glasses. I'm so fucking excited. I'm going to Costco. Bitch, they got some cute frames. Sorry. Sorry, I had an AJ moment. Sorry. The breakfast for the kids is an option. You can fund it for $250 US dollar bills, y'all, as a donation to Angels of the Amazon. If your trip is late December to March when the school is off, you can do Sunday breakfast. The breakfast consists of eggs, omelet or scramble, oatmeal drink with milk, breads, fruits, etc. All the children and elderly will be participating in the breakfast, and you can choose to come and help serve. Will be great. Thank you so much for reaching out and let me know you wish to schedule. So she was going to go to the fucking Amazon. So she was raising money and was planning on going to the Amazonians.
346 Canadian at the time of this recording. It's unclear if the cost was only 346 Canadian, why Merck would set the goal at 500 Canadian, but that's only part of the discrepancy here.
Oh.
The PayPal donations page raised a whopping 1,881 Canadian, or 1,364 USD, which was an overage of 1,535 Canadian, or 1,114 US dollars. Now, we know that the breakfast happened because there is a video on Merck's channel that evidences this. However, we do not have any idea what happened to the rest of that money or what it was used for. There were no updates to let anyone know, no receipts provided, and no mention in Merck's Discord at any time where that extra funding went.
That's a lot of fucking money. Do you know how many fucking pumpkin cream chais that is? Which YouTube thinks. If you would like to leave a thumbs up or a thumb down, it's your thumb. As long as it's consensual, you put it where you'd like. If you'd like to join memberships, Super Chat, whatevs, it all goes towards the cost of streaming, and whatever's left over goes towards my pumpkin cream chai addiction. All support is welcome and appreciated. Thank you very much. That's a lot of fucking money. We'll just go by US dollars. $1,100 just that. It amazes me. It amazes me. And that's like my spiel, right? For like, give me money. That's usually as much as I do. Because I figure people know it's there. If somebody wants to and they can, they will. Oh, and my Cash App's in the description. And that's about it. Raising money and then $1,100 of it just, vanishing like it's a fucking magic trick into thin air, girl. Or I get people need help and some people are here to make money and like that's fine. I don't mind making a few extra bucks. Again, anything I make usually just goes right back into the cost of streaming. The way some people, how do I want to say this? It's a lot. It's a lot. Some people, it's a lot. The constant, can you help me? Can you give me, oh, this bill's due. And if you guys don't donate, I'm fucked. Offering private information people have shared in exchange for $20 super chat. Not starting the stream until you get a super. Disgusting. There's a right way to do things. There's, dare I say, a classy way to do things. This ain't it.
To think that Merck donated the rest of it to the charity, but as we've never heard a word about it since, no one is really sure. We know Mark wouldn't be foolish enough to try to, doctor any fake receipts, as that would be illegal.
Oh,
Keeping the funding that you collected for a charity would be illegal as well. So I'm sure that's not what happened. We also don't think Merck would be foolish enough to contact the charity to ask them to provide a fake receipt, as that would get her both and the charity in trouble.
oh,
If an investigation into what happened with all of this money were to happen via the Canadian Anti-Fraud Center, they would likely reach out to the charity to ask for proof of the donation being received, and they could certainly demand to see Merck's bank account or PayPal to confirm the donation was made in full.
oh shit.
So Merck,
Like I'd rather deal with a streamer constantly begging, right? Publicly, privately, whatever. I still think it's gross to share personal things. People have confided in you for a couple of shekels on the internet, but I'll take that over this. Like, people, they're more likely to give if it's for a charity, especially something that hits close to home for them. And to just allegedly fuck off with $1,100 of donations. I had no idea this was going on. No idea. I hadn't watched Narc Alert for a long fucking time. And again, shout out to this channel is called Concerned Girl for bringing all of this public. This is the type of shit people need to know about with streamers, right? This is the shit I care about. I don't care if somebody's like shit talking or what. Everybody fucking shit talks. Anyone who's like in the shadows wanting to dox or go IRL or do some fucked up shit like that, I think people should know about it.
if you have the receipts, those of us who donated to you would really like to see them.
Ooh.
As of right now, this all looks pretty suspicious, as if you pocketed the money and used it for your own expenses. If that were true, it would be fraud, which we're sure you wouldn't do. Right?
Oh. Oh, shit. Well, I mean, so that was part 2. All right, let me pull this up.
I shook it off pretty.
And let me go to you guys. Damn. And, again, I still consider myself a chatter. I'm probably in chats more than I stream. God, every time I try to get back on like a regular streaming schedule, something goes, nope. And so I can still consider myself a chatter. Like, I know how that would make me feel. And that's why I'm just not inclined to donate a lot. Like, I'll throw a super chat. I'll join a membership. I don't know. Maybe seeing so many things, because like I've been running around Girl World and shit since like 2017. Seen a lot of shit go down, And I hate this because then when you have an honest streamer who really does want to help a charity, people are less inclined to donate. You know what I mean? Oh, is my chat on screen or is that her chat? No, I don't have my chat show on. It asked me if I wanted it. Oh, I see where I can do it. Yeah, no, I'm not putting that up there. I don't know. That's like, if you need money, just say you need money and say what it's for. That again, that makes me mad. All right. So this is part 3, the truth behind Narc Alert. Part 3, the 6.
Quickly.
I shook it off pretty quickly.
Here is Lainey's retelling of the timeline of events beginning on Tuesday, July 15, 2025, while she was streaming Teen Mom 2 in the Discord and playing a drawing game. Merc had been nasty for days, and this ended up being what made Lainey decide she needed a break to figure things out.
Yes, Lainey was like a mod, and I would say like a friend. They were all in her Discord. Lainey was the one who said like, I'm autistic, I'm on the spectrum, doesn't like physical touch, and that Merc was like, I don't care, I'll, making a comment like, I'll give you a hug, and it bothered Lainey, and Merc seemed to not care. So that's who Lainey is.
We play a drawing game like Pictionary, where someone draws and you guess the word. She drew a pic of a city, but the word was only 3 letters, so I had no idea what it was. I was streaming a show that night, and I felt kind of dumb, but didn't want to lose our streak in the game, so I posted in the voice channel chat saying I couldn't figure it out. So we are all trying to guess, and she gets frustrated, and she says it's the 6. We didn't understand, so she gets annoyed and says it's a nickname for Toronto. We should have recognized a building in the drawing, CN Tower, and that Drake says it.
Where my Canadian bitches at? I have a lot of Canadian like peeps I talk to, and I'm pretty cultured. I'm like a sour cream or cottage cheese. I'm pretty cultured. Yogurt. Raven's cultured like yogurt. Never, ever heard the 6. I mean, like Jesus Christ. Like, I know we all know, like, New York is the Big Apple. Chicago is the Windy City. That is the dumbest shit. Well, Merc seems like the type where she fancies herself an intellectual. How do you not know this?
She's acting as if this is a super obvious reference that we all should have known, so we were
Right?
pointing out that the pic was lovely, but that it was a niche reference, and we don't live there, so we wouldn't know. And I said that she knew I didn't listen to Drake. So after everyone was defending themselves and had explained the many reasons why we wouldn't have understood, she threw an absolute fit that we were calling her stupid and said she could never be creative, and next time she'd just draw the number 6. We immediately all started reassuring her that the drawing was lovely, but the reference was lost on us. She was having a tantrum and we were all trying to calm her down. She kept on until I paused the stream, unmuted myself, and tried to gently joke with her that I would turn this Discord around, and that it was a lovely drawing, no one was calling her stupid or insulting her, and that it was just a very niche reference. She was then super snotty to me when I was streaming Amber's members live stream after the show we were watching when the pic thing happened. So, that was the last straw for me. That night, I left a message in our group private thread, saying I needed a break from Discord, that I was very hurt about some things, and would not be around for a bit, very vague so as not to cause drama. She private messaged me immediately after I left the message to apologize to me, so she knew she had fucked up. The next day, in her live stream on YouTube, Val made a comment with the word 6 in it, and she went on a rant, naming me as having started it, and talking about how we were mean to her, calling her stupid, making fun of her drawing, etc. She said that she was so upset by it that she was going to no longer play the game. She also said, "Fuck you," during the rant, and gave the middle finger.
I hate that. I hate that shit. I hate that shit. I hate when people do this shit. I understand if she was frustrated, because it's like, how do you not know this? Everyone knows that Toronto is called the 6, and this is the Toronto skyline, and people are like, girl, we don't know. I hate when people take something so fucking benign and minute and turn it around and make it seem like the other person was the fucking devil trying to claim their soul. There's something fucked up in people's heads that do that shit. And I fucking hate it. And I won't deal with it. I don't deal with that shit. Like, no. That's the type of person that like gets up to go pee in the middle of the night and they stub their toe. And then the next day it's like, oh my God, I got up to go pee. And like, there was an earthquake and my dresser fell on my toe and it broke my toe. And then I was trapped for 3 days with that food and water, and it's like, no, bitch, you just stubbed your toe, and it turns into like some fucking Mark Wahlberg apocalyptic movie. Oh, I can't do it.
Now, at this point, she knew our intent, she knew she misinterpreted things, she knew I was hurt and that I left. And she still thought it was appropriate to lie on YouTube, naming me. She kept saying things in a joking tone, but that's always what she did, so that if you tried to question her, she'd say it was just a joke and that you were overreacting.
As Monty would say, that is manipulation. Manipulation. I heard Hussy sent Monty, maybe, allegedly, some pics. Is that true? I didn't watch that stream. I dipped into that stream and I heard Monty and GP talking about specific bodily functions, and I've been watching the TV series Interview with the Vampire. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go watch that cuz no.
You'll see in the screenshots right after this that she does try to say that, but then tries to say she was hurt. Which is it, Merc? She gets off the live stream where she was so traumatized she could no longer play the game. And sent me a new drawing request while I was still on break from her drama. If you ask her about this, she says it was so silly over a doodle game, and that sending me a new drawing request was an olive branch, despite knowing I needed a break from her and her Discord for a while. So, she threw an absolute fit over a drawing, was nasty the rest of the night, despite knowing that she completely misinterpreted what happened, apologized after I left taking a break, note saying I was hurt because of some recent events, went onto YouTube the next day to talk about it, said how terrible we all were to her to the point where
First off, sometimes people need some space, right? Especially those that are neurodivergent. This can all be a lot. Dealing with people and a group of people can be very overwhelming. If somebody says, and my one group, my core group of friends, we have something called GUFF, GUFF, and I recommend everybody do this. You don't have to use the same word, but like have a word, right? These are the rules of going GUFF. Because sometimes you just need a fucking break from life, online, everything. You don't want to explain it. You don't want anybody bugging you. So if somebody goes into the thread and says GUFF, you have 48 hours, right? No one's going to bother you. You don't have to say anything. No one's going to, we just fucking leave you the fuck alone. After 48 hours, you have to check in. And somebody always marks the time. And it is great. I think it's been one of the best things for my friend group, because it's utilized, not like a lot, but you're like, GUFF, I'm dealing with some shit. I don't want to explain it. Leave me alone. You get 48 hours to yourself, and then someone's going to check on you. And then you can go GUFF again. And it's fantastic. Sometimes people just need to be left the fuck alone, and that's okay. And it sounds like Merc is a real... It's funny how someone who has a channel called Narc Alert sure is acting like a fucking narc from what these girls are saying. Yeah, you can always ask for more time after the 48 hours. Yeah, then we go like 24 hours, or depending if the person's like, I need another 48. But you just have to check in and be like, hey, checking in just so we know like you're okay, and just it's fantastic. I think every friend group should go GUFF.
She didn't want to play the drawing game anymore, then ended the live and proceeded to send me a new drawing. There were several other events that took place over the next week, but then the following Tuesday, we had a 5-hour argument in the private chat in Discord, the Villa. During that argument, I brought up many things, one of which was the incident with the 6. Here is part of that conversation.
Oh, shit. So Lainey, who got upset and wanted to just have some time to chill out and just be left the fuck alone, says, Mark, if it wasn't a big deal, why did you say you could no longer play the game over it? Why did you call me out by name on your public YouTube channel after quote unquote apologizing if you knew I was hurt? Side note, don't do that shit, especially if you're a fucking streamer. Can we stop making private conversations with people fucking content or saying shit publicly? Fuck. It's rude. It's so rude. Why guff? It's a word that someone else had suggested to me and I liked it. And you know, it's like it's a very specific word that doesn't mean anything else. So, no, and you can choose whatever word you'd like. That's just our word. It could be pineapple, you know, whatever the friend group decides on. That's just our word. Merck says, I briefly mentioned your name as you dropped the pic in chat. I had no earthly bitch. I had no earthly idea you were that upset about a fucking doodle game. I was also trying to clear up that I was being a suck. Merck's kind of fucking aggressive, man. Lainey responds, I didn't leave because of the game. That whole night was the final straw. You've been snippy with me on the last few Amber lives. And the drawing thing and the blow up was when I needed to walk away. Merck responds, and I stopped playing because my feelings were hurt. I am allowed. Well, I think you should keep walking. Damn. Rude. Lainey responds, I unmuted, tried to jokingly make you laugh, saying, quote, I'll turn this car around, which that's fucking hysterical. Don't make me turn this Discord around. And proceeded to explain that no one was being mean or calling you stupid that night because you weren't listening to us in chat after your blow up. Merck says, you will not make me make it right. God, you will not make me make it right. What the fuck? I don't like this. Lainey responds, I told you the drawing was lovely. It was clearly a city, but the reference was vague. I calmly explained why I wouldn't have known it. You seemed fine. Merck says, Lainey, I don't care about the stupid drawing. Lainey says, it's not about the drawing. It's your behavior. Oh my God. Merck says, right back at you, sister. Lainey responds with, you seemed fine, then apologized to me, but went on YouTube and had to talk about it, knowing why I was hurt, why the back and forth. Someone named Cal Caliente chimes in and says, to be fair, I wanted to bully Merck in a friendly way when she said, I don't want to play anymore because it was funny. But I am like that with everyone. If you tell me I have enough of banana, I will send you banana. Merck says, again, I didn't know you were hurt about a stupid doodle. For fuck's sake, Lainey. Oh my. I can't stand people like this. Where something happens, right? Big, small, in between, whatever. And you tell them, this is why I'm upset. But they keep going to like an ad hominem point and making it about that when it's not about that. Oh my God. The amount of people I've kicked out of my life that did this shit. I can't, nope, can't do it. Merck says again, I didn't know you were hurt. Lainey says, then why did you apologize? Why did you think I left? Merck says, I had no idea. That's why I was vague, but you were clearly mad at me. Lainey responds with, but you knew I was hurt and chose to tell YouTube how I was so terrible you couldn't play a game anymore. In a laughing way, of course, so you can say it was a joke later. Then sent me a new drawing. I'd like to know the thought process there. This shit is wild, man. So Merck says, I do not do things to friends out of malice. I have explained to everyone I am dealing now, oddly, with Joan's death, and I'm a mess, so I may not be great. Tell me as a friend so I can correct behavior, but you just want to keep bringing up every past hurt or slight. It's not a path forward. Oh. Lainey says, past hurt or slight? This was last week and a half. Merck says, I will ask again, Lainey. Girl, the way Merck is typing makes me think she was angry and typing real fast, or hashtag Diet Coke. Because what the fuck, girl? Merck says, I will ask again, Lainey, what is your end game? Do you even want to fix this? You said it's been months. Oh, Lainey says, here, I'm just going to do that so I can let it go up. Lainey said, you can keep asking and I will keep answering. I want to know why. Merck says, why what, for fuck's sake? Lainey responds, now, tell me the thought process. Your turn to answer. Merck says, nah, I'm not playing this game with you. You do not need to go through thought process. You want to try and be friends again or not? If the only way is for me to go through your timeline of every error I've made, I can't do that. I'm like having to decipher fucking Merck's typing. Jesus Christ. Merck is being a fucking narc, Shadowhair. Goddamn. Lainey says, so you still won't answer any questions. I have answered all of yours. Merck says, I don't even know what you are asking anymore. Lainey responds, you are the one that set the rules that you'd answer mine if I answered yours. Merck responds, okay, new rule. I'm not playing this game. You either want to work through this or not. And again, if that means I have to go through everything I've done, can't do it. If you can understand I am not your enemy, accept a heartfelt apology and move on, let's do it. If not, then this has to end. Sometimes friends argue and fight. And if you really care about that person, and if that person is really your friend, you will admit you're wrong. You will apologize. And even if you don't feel that way, you will Compromise. Even if you feel blame's not on you, you will compromise and take on some of the blame. And take the time and the necessary steps to heal your friendship and move forward. Merc sounds like a real cunt, in my opinion. Lainey responds with, please tell me why you talk about me on your YouTube channel when you knew I was hurt about something, telling people you can't play a game anymore because of being bullied. If you knew I was hurt, why would you mention anything about me in a negative way, joking or not at all? Merc says, I answered this already. Cal Caliente chimes in with, but Merc, you need sometimes to go there, even if it is hurting, like Lainey needs to go there too. It is hard and hurtful, but it is the way to fix things and rebuild things, and it doesn't have to be right away, though. Lainey says, you didn't. You said nah, and reposts Merc's earlier comment, like, nah, I'm not playing this game with you. I'm not going to go through everything I've ever done wrong. Merc posts a Discord response. That she posted, her own, that says, did you miss this under it? And the comment says, I briefly mentioned your name as you dropped the pic in chat. I had no earthly idea you were that upset about a fucking doodle game. I was also trying to clean up that I was being a suck. Oh my god. Lainey responds, that doesn't answer the question. Your friend was hurt. You thought you might have caused it. What made you think that then bringing that friend up in front of your entire YouTube channel was okay? Shout out Lainey. That was so fucking wrong on Merc's part. Especially because Merc has she's got a fairly, she's got what? 7,000 subs or some shit? God damn, some things should stay private. Fuck. Especially if you are friends. Merc says, I have made mistakes and pissed you off, but your responses are inappropriate and you will not see it. I'm having a hard time articulating because, again, I've dealt with people like Merc that have this mentality of, I know I fucked up, but you're the problem. It's not me. I know I'm difficult to deal with, but you're always the problem. And even if I do apologize and take any sort of accountability, I'm going to do the exact same thing the next day. I can't handle that shit. Cal Caliente says, Lainey, we were more than bully you. We were more the guilty one more than you. We wanted to see the drawing. I don't remember how a Merc said it, but I remember it was more us than you. Merc responds with, I'm sorry, what part of I didn't know you were upset about the doodle wasn't clear? Lainey responds with, Val, no one was a bully at all. The point is not the game, it's the reaction we got. That Merc got an explanation on voice and still chose to talk about how we bullied her. She already knew that wasn't the case. Merc replies, yes, Val, you see whatever Merc did was wrong. Lainey says, but brought it up the next day on YouTube in front of everyone. Merc says, it was brought up in chat. I addressed it. I made light of it and said I was being a suck. Lainey responds with, Val mentioned it. You didn't have to address it. It wasn't a lynch mob. It was just one joke that said 6 in it. I don't think Merc possesses the ability to laugh at herself. You have got to be able to laugh at yourself doing this shit. I'm my favorite person to make fun of. That's why I think it's hilarious when anyone's like, meh, 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 meh. I never said I was right about anything. I sure as fuck don't think I'm better than everyone. I'm an asshole on the internet with a fucking laptop and a microphone, and I'm here for the shits and the gigs. I don't give a fuck. All hail the 5 actionable commandments. Shut up, Raven. So Merc comes back with, okay, so I am a fucking jerk, okay? I didn't see it the way you did. I'm not going to denigrate myself for you to be happy, Lainey. Wow. Fucking. Lainey says, you didn't understand that no one was bullying you. When I told you on voice, when I muted Teen Mom to reassure you and try to make you laugh. Merc responds with, and I said I was being she means suck, and shook it off in 5 minutes. You can't allow me to have any response you do not deem correct. I hate this tactic so much. Lainey responds with, you also said we made you not want to play anymore, but you knew at that point no one had bullied you. You knew we were just explaining that we didn't understand the reference. So then why? Why did you go on YouTube and say we bullied you? Merc's response is, I had a moment and got over it. You are the only one making a huge deal. Lainey says, you didn't get over it. You brought it up the next day on YouTube. There was nothing to get over. Merc says, and I framed it as a silly joke. Lainey responds with, you were already told our intentions. We all explained in chat. I explained on voice. I tried to make you feel better. Merc says, what do you want from this conversation? Lainey responds with, I want to know why you had to go on YouTube and be a victim. You told the story, saying bullied you when you already know the night before that wasn't the case. So why? Merc says, I either tell you how I saw it, which was wrong, or I tell you, oh, I am so mean. I am overreacted. Lainey, you were so right. I am so sorry, and you don't buy it. So what's the fucking point here, Lainey? When I tell you my answers and they are never good enough for you, so I think this is pointless. Cal Caliente chimes in with, oh, in your voice. I was in a joke mode, so I thought everyone was joking, even Merc saying I won't play. Like I was sometimes in job because I was mad at having only Amber Lynn fat in my words. I was really in my head. I don't want to play if it's boring and not funny, but I understand what you think, Lainey, because it's how you receive this. And again, sorry for the live. I don't understand what Cal's talking about. Yes. Well, did you catch the part where she drew the Toronto skyline and got irritated because they were trying to guess the name of the city and it was 3 letters? And Merc was like, "It's the 6th. It's a reference to Toronto. Drake uses it." And everybody was like, "We don't know what the fuck you're talking about." That's what started all this. Lainey says, Merc, you're not answering the actual question. Why did you lie on YouTube when you knew it wasn't the cause? Merc says, Val, you didn't do anything wrong. No one knew it was a big deal. What lie, Lainey? Lainey says, for drama, attention. You're that all. I think she means you're the one that always says Amber doesn't have to address things. So why did you, or God, I need y'all to type better. You're that always says Amber doesn't have addressed things. So why did you have to address Val's comment? Why did you have to lie about how it happened? Why? Mark says, I didn't. Lainey replies, when you went on YouTube, you already knew no one was bullying you. We had already explained it to death, but you still spun it as if we bullied you. Merc says, I told a silly story about a doodle game. I made myself look bad and made a joke of it. Lainey responds, Go listen to it. It wasn't silly. You said we made you want to quit the game. Wasn't that a lie? Merc says, Nope. Lainey responds with, Because you then sent me a new drawing after? Why? Merc says, I was trying to offer an olive branch. Merc, write a paragraph and be like, I was the cunt. I'm so sorry. Even if you don't think that. If this girl's truly your friend, you gotta like suck it up sometimes, man. Like, fuck. Mark says, Lainey says, and why after you knew we weren't bullying you, why would you say we did on YouTube? Mark says, it wasn't bullying, it was teasing. Girl. Girl. I wasn't bullying you, I was teasing you. I'm sorry. It's just the reasoning I'm seeing as we go along that Merc is utilizing is real fucking annoying to me. Oh my God. Lainey responds with, an olive branch? How? Merc says, okay, Lainey. I am an asshole. I lie on YouTube to make people look bad. Is this what you are after? I can't give you an answer you want here. Lainey says, you knew I was hurt. You just talked about how this thing that I caused made you feel bullied, which you knew was untrue the night before. Why then escalate it? Mark says, I cannot go over this again. You will not see it anyway, but how you want. Pot, meat, kettle. Hello. This is a lot to get through. Ooh, my neck popped. Ow. Fucking, my neck is so fucked. Cal Caliente chimes in with, I saw it as an expression like they bully me by making fun of my drawing. And I was hurt, so I said I didn't want to play anymore. But we all see things differently because I was in the teasing while you were hurt. And like, why is this person even chiming in? Oh my God. Merc says, I said 3 times now, I had no idea you were hurt about the doodle. You can't hear that. Lainey responds with, you knew I was hurt in general. Merc says, and so was I. Lainey says, over what? Please explain. Merc says, not worth it. I have processed things and moved on. I don't want to live in the past. I can't. Oh my God. I'm getting a headache from the retardation. Oh my God. From Merc. Lainey seems real nice. I've processed it. I've moved on. Oh my God. Confirmed. I couldn't be friends with Merc. I'm glad I dipped out years ago because, damn, she sounds like a real cunt. Lainey says, in the past, it was a week ago. You can't just tell me why you're hurt. I'm answering your questions. You're avoiding mine. Merc says, I'm not playing this game, Lainey. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't with this shit. I can't. I'm getting so irritated. I hate this fucking... I hate people that are like this. Well, I'm highly irritated and don't want to engage with people that are like this. Let me not use the word hate. Lainey says, what game? Tell me why you were hurt. You had to bring it up, so please explain. If I did something at that point to hurt you, I'd like to know. Merc says, you either want to accept apologies and we move forward or not. I will say it again. I have told you how you hurt me, and I have been told I was wrong, so there's no point. Lainey, you are always right. Lainey says, so I get no answers. You just want me to forgive things I still don't understand. How were you hurt at that point? You haven't told me. Mark says, my perception of your words is always wrong, but your perception of mine is always right. This is pointless. You called me my abuser. Bitch, what? Cal chimes in. Mark, you need to go there if you want to move on and Lainey to move on, or we will be stuck in the same position. It is not an attack. I just want everything to be okay. Shit, hold on. I wasn't done reading that shit yet. Hold on, man. I just want everything to be okay. Not right now because it is sad, but when the time is saying we are all okay. What, girl? Cal, are you having a stroke? Are you okay, girl? Lainey says, cool, okay. Now, what did I do to hurt you before you're live? I didn't say a damn word to you before Saturday. When I came back and I saw the event stuff. So, what were you hurt about? What did I do? Merc says, okay, you come in the villa and spew your trauma all day. And when anyone offers an opinion or help, you tell them they don't know a thing and you already know how it is. It's hard to deal with. Lord have mercy, that was a lot to read. I hope I did okay.
Oh my god, you guys in the fucking the six. Okay, I gotta tell you this stupid story because it caused so much problems. I think it caused more problems than it was worth yesterday.
So many problems. Not so much problems. So many problems. English is difficult.
We're playing this game, Drawing with Buddies, right? So, you know, they don't know this. I'm going to tell you this now. I was actually proud of that fucking drawing, okay? I spent time and drew. The word I had to draw was 6. So I thought, wouldn't it be funny and clever if I drew the landscape of Toronto? Because I thought that maybe more than me knew that the nickname of Toronto was the 6.
Fucking Canadians. I'm joking. I'm joking. Fucking Canucks. The slang term the 6 for Toronto, while popularized by Drake, is not the most common way locals refer to the city. A poll indicated only 7% of Torontonians use the 6 regularly, with most preferring the city's name, Toronto, or the short TO. Other names, like Hogtown, are also used, but less frequently than the proper name. And I know GTA is like Greater Toronto Area, which refers to a specific area. Hogtown. Good Lord. And the way she's like, I thought it would have been like, see, I told you. What did I fucking say when I was reading all that shit? Merc fancies herself a fucking intellectual and was like, well, let me draw there. Oh, I thought it would be clever. Bitch, people are just trying to chill. Don't get too cerebral. Like, calm down. And don't get upset when people don't. Oh my God, I can't. Shut up, Raven.
I thought people knew that,
No.
right?
No.
So I spent my fucking time looking at a landscape and tracing it. I got the dome in there and the tower. Like, I really did it pretty accurately, right? So then Lainey couldn't figure out what the drawing was, right? So
I would have guessed Seattle. I would have been like, oh, that shit's the Space Needle. Is it the airport abbreviation? And even then, it could be. Well, SeaTac. Seattle, Tacoma. I would have been like, Seattle. I wouldn't know this was fucking Toronto. Fucking Canadians.
she posts it and we all made fun of Merc for how stupid she was. And they're like, it just could be any random city. And I'm like dying inside because I thought, you guys don't know how hard I worked to make that actually look like Toronto. And then they were all making fun of me because nobody apparently knows what the 6 is. I'm the only one. I guess I made that up. So I got all pissy about it.
So the comments are like, nobody was mean to you. A few years ago, I played a tabletop chronicle set in Toronto and researched the city, but don't remember coming across that name. Another person says, I didn't know that, and also I probably wouldn't have recognized Toronto. Someone else says, why is it nicknamed the Six? Wait, what is the nickname? I didn't know that.
I'm like, honestly, when the entire chat room starts turning on you and telling you what a fucking idiot you are, sometimes you get a little pissed off for a minute. I shook it off pretty quickly.
Yes, you shook it off so quickly that Lainey had to pause what she was streaming, unmute herself, and reassure you on voice chat that no one was making fun of you or your lovely drawing, because you were throwing an absolute fit in the chat about how we were all calling you stupid, we weren't, and insulting your drawing, again, we weren't, and how you could never be creative ever again.
But that's my story of it, so you can all continue to make fun of me, knowing that I actually put some heart and soul into that drawing. I totally understand.
She took it as a hit to her ego. When it was just, people just didn't know. I can't stand people like that. Where it's like anything less than fucking unicorn farts and sparkles given to them as feedback. And anyone who's friends with me will tell you, I am that friend. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Because I fucking care about you. And I'm going to say the thing that needs to be said. Right? Like I say, I'm that friend where I'm going to tell you, does this dress make me look fat? I'll be like, girl, fucking beanbag in a hurry. Find something else. That dress looks shit on you, but we're going to find something that compliments you and you look beautiful in. Merc lacks the ability to laugh at herself, it seems. Very egotistical. Like, does she even have a sense of humor at all? Because I'm wondering. I don't like her energy.
Stand, if you don't know the nickname for Toronto, it's fine. But the way that people were saying it to me, like I'm so fucking stupid to think that anybody would know that nickname.
I'm sure you guys can read that.
I'm like, guys, I thought that was a pretty popular nickname for the city. Sorry. Next time I get a word like the Six, I will draw a 6. I will stop trying to be creative. So that was the story, if you want to hear about it.
Someone called her a narc. I don't like that. Oh my God, calm down. Calm down, Merc. Jesus fucking Christ. It's not that big a deal. But Doris, hey, oh my. Get out of my head. I was just. Doris Hay says, I will never get over this not being a deliberate Garth cosplay. As in, Wayne and Garth. Wayne's World. Wayne's World. Oh, I'm leaving that up there. Fucking. I wish you could give out, like, little awards to be like, fucking comment to the stream. I can't give you anything, but you get that award tonight, Doris. That's fucking hysterical.
So I was all pissy for about 6 minutes and then I shook it off. I'm fine. It's not a big deal, but I'm like, fuck you guys. I really worked on that, I made it look just like Toronto.
Oh, God. Corporate needs you to find the difference between this and this picture. It's the same picture. I love memes.
So,
wow.
Fuck you.
Wow. Just because you laugh doesn't make it a joke. Shocker. I know. Look at that face. She means that. Again, body language.
Fuck you.
Wow.
It's an elite nickname. Yeah, Drake is so elite. Didn't he make it up? I mean, I'm old.
Not the Drake Bell, girl. Not the Drake Bell.
I would never call Toronto the 6. To me, Toronto's the big smoke. That's what we call Toronto. But I thought,
no one
because
cares.
most of the crowd is a lot younger than me, that they knew that because Drake is cool or not cool or known.
Okay, but the drawing was for Lainey, who is not young or hip, and definitely does not listen to Drake, which you are very aware of. Lainey has always been very clear that she listens to goth, industrial music, and you've both had many conversations about bands like Nine Inch Nails, The Cure, etc. But sure, Lainey should have known an obscure Drake reference for a city that she doesn't live in and has never been to. Got it.
Anyway.
Oh, I gifted 5 memberships because it's the 31st. Let's see. Ooh, Holly Big Mac, Rissa, Dove Kitty, Dwanis, and Lisa, as in Lisa Simpson. Welcome, welcome. Listen, I've turned my memberships back on. I guess I got gifted a membership at Hussey's. Oh, yeah. If I recall, I wasn't in chat when it happened, but I had my membership gifting off for like a long, like 2 years because of fucking Sam. And I finally turned it back on like last week or whatever because I was like, fuck it, I don't care. So, yeah. Welcome in. Hey, Kasha. How you doing, girl?
So there you go. That's my story. That's my story about it. Let's post one of your pictures and have 20 people make fun of you for it and see how long you can take it. I'm a human being, guys. I was like, worked hard on that. I get the joke, but can we stop?
Ooh, I could do 5 more. Ooh, D-Roar. Yay. Becca, Mags. Ooh, damn it, Amber. Silva Yell. Yay. And you can also gift memberships too. I want to do a members only tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going to Cali like ass crack of dawn. So I'll either do it like early in the morning when I get back, well, like 9 a.m. my time, like Pacific time, or I'll do it later in the day. We can do an open panel and get a little bit messy if you want. It's September 1st tomorrow, baby. Bring on the fall.
I'm not that stupid. I thought it was a common nickname. I will never be creative with you again. I'm sorry.
Oh, Stop that shit. Stop it. I hate that shit. Fucking thin skin cream. And stop that shit in chat if you remember. I hate this so much. And this is why are most reactors like this? Do you know how much shit I see said about myself? And I think it's fuck. Somebody will send me a screenshot and I laugh and I'm like, that's hysterical. I make fun of my fucking self. You can't be like fucking overly sensitive. You have to be able to laugh at yourself in any space. And if you're going to sit up here, I don't care what community you're in, and you're going to throw out opinions, you're going to react to people and criticize them, you have got, here's this should be the rule. Whatever you're going to throw out at people, you have to be prepared to take back.
So I will be taking a break from drawing with buddies because I was pretty much done anyway, but that kind of made me not want to do it.
Except once this live was over, you sent Lainey, who you knew was on a break from the Discord because she was hurt, a new drawing. A friend, who had the last straw that night after you had another dramatic narcissistic meltdown, and who you were nasty to the rest of the night. Someone who said she needed a break, sent a long message saying how awful she felt, and whom you immediately sent a vague apology to, because you knew how she was feeling.
All right. It says, listen, so July 15th. Damn. So this was just like a month and a half ago. It's Merc. She says, listen, if it is me that made you feel any sort of way, I want to apologize. I swear to God, I have no issues and never have. I love you like a sister, and it's upsetting thinking I may have caused you upset when you have so much on your plate. So let me say sorry again. If I did anything that upset you, take care of yourself and don't leave our dysfunctional, spelled that wrong, it's DYS, our dysfunctional fam for too long. We need you here. Sometimes people need a break. Whether you're a chatter, mod and a chatter, a streamer, sometimes people just need, again, that's why my friend group, we go guff. I got shit going on. I'm feeling some type of way. Whatever it is, you don't have to explain it. No questions asked. I need at least 48 hours. Fucking leave me alone. And you don't have to explain it when you come back unless you want to. It's so good. And when somebody says, I'm feeling some type of way, I'm dipping out for a little bit. Okay, cool. I'm here if you need me. And leave them the fuck alone. I will check on people that have shit going on and I'll be like, gentle check in. You don't have to respond. Because sometimes it is nice to get that message where it's like someone's thinking about me and cares, and but knowing like you don't have to respond. It's okay to leave people alone. And if someone specifically is like, I'm dipping out, I don't know, just fucking leave them alone. Like, it's not that hard, Merc. I feel like Merc needed that, like, oh, is everything okay? Or I don't know. Control of the situation is what's popping into my head. Nicole, welcome back, baby. Welcome back, baby doll. Yeah, Nicole knows what's up. She really helped out. We watched about the funds going missing and then the argument that Lainey and Merc had. Oh, yeah, Nicole was a great help. Nicole, member for 20 months. She said, Siri, play Giving You Everything by the Spice Girls. Yes. I love some Spice Girls. And thank you for being a member for 20 months.
Yet you thought the appropriate action was to come on YouTube, call her out by name, and blatantly lie about a silly doodle game, as you call it.
As someone who streams and has mods, and a lot of my mods are my friends or people I talk to. Wrong. So fucking wrong. So fucking wrong. It's okay to keep private things private. Not because there's anything obtuse or nefarious going on or shady, but like some things just don't need to be broadcasted on a fucking YouTube stream, man.
Okay, cool.
So there you go. That's the story of the 6 and Merc's drawing.
Oh, boo fucking who?
Seems like even Rio knew you were lying about what happened and thought you were being ridiculous, not just everyone else.
Yes, Val, Lucy is from the 6. Lucy would have recognized my drawing. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, God.
How do you not recognize the CN Tower?
Lucy says, Merc, I wouldn't have got that either. I hate calling Toronto the 6. Lucy, who lives in Toronto, is like, fuck your drawing, Merc.
For Christ's sake. Anyway. Listen, I'm not a good artist. I know that. I'm not delusional.
Girl.
Stay tuned for more videos. There are still many more stories to tell.
Shout out Concerned Girl. These have been very interesting. God, hello. Ooh, the next one is long. It's long. So what do you think? I think Merc, whose channel name is Narc Alert, is a bit of a narc. I think she seems and understand, I know that these interpersonal situations, back and forths, and going on, we're never fully going to have all the bits and pieces, the story, the vibe, you know. That's why a lot of people get upset and they'll stream, 8 hours a day or for 5 years because it's like, you guys don't get it. You guys don't understand. No one's going to because, like, bitch, we weren't there. We weren't involved. And even sometimes when you are there and involved, as often happens with me, there's so many situations I'm like, I was there, but I can't tell you what the fuck happened because I didn't understand what was going on when it was happening. And I'm just sort of like, hey, just hanging out, doing whatever. How do people panel up on this channel? I know you aren't asking. I usually see a link. Sometimes I'll drop a link. It depends on the stream and the whatever. Have you ever paneled before, Nicole? And do you have a Twitter? Because you can DM me on Twitter. If you want to come up on the next one and give like your feedback, your inside. And like your insight, and like before you come up, we can, like we can do a little test run and like make sure you're ready to go, and we can like do that. You can be like a whole official guest if you want. Yeah, do you want to do that on the next one? So it's like a little preparation, and I don't want to stream too late. I got to get up real early because y'all go get your Powerball tickets. It's up to $1.1 billion. If I win the lottery, I am not saying shit publicly. I told my mom, I said, bitch, if we win the lottery, I ain't saying shit publicly, but there will be signs. There will be signs. I may have been like, I'm going to take so-and-so to court, bitch. Bring it on. I got $500 million after taxes. Yeah. Or should we just have Nicole come up now? Here. You don't have to take it now. You don't have to take it now. But if you do want to practice, Nicole, you can hit that link, and like, I don't have to add you to stream. You'll just be backstage. But if you want to like hit that link and kind of walk through the steps, or even come on for a little bit, that's fine. It's up to you. Yeah, that's fine. We can hang out and chat, and anybody else that wants to jump up, if I know you, you can come on panel, talk about this or whatever. We can hang out and chat for a little bit. It's only 8:30. It's only 8:30. And if you missed earlier in the stream, I shared my annual retelling of my dumpster shitting story. Shout out to the dumpster shitters of the world. The dumpster shitters, the yard shitters, and the rug pissers. We're going to start a union. T-shirt will be in the mail. You should get it in 2 weeks. Oh, that's right. Diff, you live on the other side of the world. You live on the bottom of the world. Do any of you watch? There's this channel. Her name is like Katie Van something. And she owns Running Springs Farm. And she has all these like mini Highland cows, the goat sprout. Do any of you know who her mini horse Jack is? No, you're good. Don't even worry. She has this mini horse named Jack, and he is such a menace. He's like my little Chihuahua Lucy if she was a little mini horse. And Katie's been wearing this shirt called Jack the Nipper, and he's got bat wings and there's like candy corn. this woman's going to file a restraining order on me because every short and every video, I'm like, ma'am, I need that t-shirt. Where is that t-shirt? If you don't know that channel, oh my God, it's fantastic. Hi, Nicole.
Hi. Wait, hold on. Wait, am I talking? I don't know.
Yes.
I can't tell.
Yes, you are talking.
Okay, I can't tell. I can't tell because the mic doesn't like do anything. So I don't know.
Yeah. No, you're good.
So, okay, you were talking about Narc Alert. I just want to like share my own opinion on her.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So, hold on. Wait, let me put my phone down.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. So I've been in her chat before, like when Justine / Kicking Geese was even kind of still there, and then even when like there was like that weird gray area where like Justine wasn't, which I don't know anything about that. I'm gonna be honest with that.
Yeah,
So,
like why they stopped streaming together.
yeah,
Was it
but
sudden or
it seemed
like
very like so from my own perspective, and of course there's probably deeper shit to that.
yeah.
When she had Snowflake and what was the guy's name? He always wore like a metal helmet and he had like beefy arms. He was like he was very beefy. What was something oh my gosh, someone knows. I'm sure someone knows his name. But
Yeah, I can picture him, but
it
yeah, I
doesn't
can't
matter.
remember his name.
Yeah, like yeah, that's not really the point. But like she would like thirst over these people. And that guy that I was just mentioning with the helmet, he very clearly was like, I'm married to my wife and we're very
Yeah.
happy. And I don't know, Merc was so like predatory to these married men. And like, look, it's fine that you're single. Don't come after people that are spoken for, though. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Like
I don't know.
inappropriate flirting, knowing that person had a spouse.
Yes, and like look, like it's like, okay, why do you give a shit? Sure. Why would I give a shit? She puts that on display so hard for her Discord when she had a Discord at the time. It was really awkward and uncomfortable. Like I could look on Discord right now. I swear to God, you can look on Discord right now and look up like Narc Alert and Snowflake, and there's like these weird little gifs that it's
a lot of women in this community like thirst over Snowflake and stuff.
yeah,
And I'm
and
like,
I mean, I guess to a degree that's fine, kind of, but also
yeah, like he's conventionally attractive, but like,
sure.
calm down. Don't slip off your chair with the snail trail, ladies. Like,
However,
Jesus Christ.
the difference between Narc Alert and those other like fans, the audience, Narc Alert has a channel. She has a following. She has X amount of followers.
Yeah.
Her channel was a lot more successful about maybe 2 years ago, like 22 or so.
Yeah. Oh, I watched her. Yeah, I enjoyed watching
that's
her.
when I watched her too. That's what got me into Girl World, and then I also realized like, wow, she's kind of a fucking asshole. And you realize that when you get in her Discord server. And she I don't know, like sometimes I would always give her like the benefit of the doubt because I'd be like, maybe I'm just being like a dick, like, oh, I'm not getting my way. But I really like, I don't know, sometimes she was just like always very weird towards like especially like male guests. You know, there was that channel, the Snark Alert, that she got removed. And I think she got it removed because they were calling out her bullshit. She was being very predatory towards fucking married. Both of those men were married at the time. I don't care. I don't give a fuck about Snowflake's marital status right now. He was married at the time, at least.
Yeah. No, you need to be appropriate, especially when you're on
like
stream
your 60
and
fucking floor or some shit. Like,
yeah, girl,
go to a fucking home. I don't know. Like, not really. No, don't go to. Like,
yeah.
What are you doing? Take care of your cat.
Oh, Sean has which Sean Nova. Is it true she's seen Snowflake little buddy, do we mean the one in his pantaloons, little buddy?
Oh no.
I don't know if that's true. I don't know.
If she said that, that's bullshit. I don't. Do you
I
think that
don't.
really Snowflake would show her
Yeah.
his dick? Really?
Yeah, Snowflake.
Come on.
Oh, let me
Like,
send
you know
this
what I mean?
old bag a picture of my.
Apparently, she also said that like he's fat. No, he's fucking gaining.
No, Snowflake is like skinny fat. He's what I call skinny
He's trying
fat.
to get gains, but like not.
Yeah,
fat
but
such a way. Like,
he's
yeah.
skinny fat, and if you know what that means, you know what it means. I don't know how
It's
to
like it's like purposeful.
Yeah.
I just feel like I think of her age and what she's doing, and I wouldn't say secondhand embarrassment because that would mean that I give a fuck about her.
Yeah.
But
it makes you
just
feel
like
awkward. I've been in chats where I'm like, why is this person saying this? Or like they need to fucking kick this person off panel. Or no, you're like, I hate this right now. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah, and you're fine to do that. Like she's fine to feel however she wants to. Like she can keep sucking off his his dick if she wants to. I don't give a fuck. But like it's so funny because she went like, I got a new job. Okay. Here's the thing, and I know that Amber said this too, like the whole like I got a new job, so I can't react to Girl World. No, she said I can't react to Amber, but I can still do like narc stuff.
Which,
what?
What job would be like he can't react to Amber?
Your job wouldn't give a fuck. They'd be like, you're fired. Like we wouldn't hire you at all, or like whatever.
Yeah, like you can't react to Amber anymore, but you can analyze other people being narcs. Like that doesn't. Why do all these reactors become cows?
Don't say anything. Yeah.
I promise you guys, I will never become a cow. I'd rather be on my shitty little channel with.
Even if you get a new job that tells you that you can't react,
right? But why do all these reactors like? They're like, do they start reacting to Amber and Chantal?
I think it really speaks a lot, like
because they're just like them inside. Are they seeing a reflection, and that's why they get so triggered?
Like for real, like I'm sorry, I can't imagine like you aren't anything but a fucking loser if you can't get a job aside from like maybe cooking or something, like whatever the fuck Narc Alert is doing. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, wasn't she like a pastry chef or something?
Yeah, she was like, I've been a pastry chef for decades. Okay, well, clearly you haven't gotten far in decades, you fucking loser ass bitch. Oh my god. Like, I'm sorry, but like,
no, you're good.
No, I know, but it's just like when people are like try to gloat, like I'm a pastry chef. I've been a pastry chef for like half a century, and it's like, okay, yeah, you're just reacting to Amber, and you can hardly. You live paycheck to paycheck? Really? Yeah. You're going to gloat about being a pastry chef when you live paycheck to paycheck reacting to Amber? Okay.
Yeah, most places, like especially living in Nevada, like I'm in Reno, but like pastry chef positions
that just shows how shitty of a cook she is. I don't know.
They're highly regarded. They are well paid. Like they're very competitive to get into. It's still very much a male-dominated field, you know?
Not only that, but like also, I just want to mention this. Narc Alert has such a shit fucking attitude, even in this
community, I'm seeing
that like I can't imagine that. Like I'm sure that's part of the reason why she doesn't get a lot of jobs, even in baking, because she has such a shitty fucking attitude, and like
got a chip on her shoulder. It's like I get the vibe, and this is just my opinion, because everyone knows how everyone feels about Raven's opinions. She very much to me comes across as and I had a friend like this, right? 27 years, best friend, cut her out of my life. It's been great. She was also like very intellectual, and unless there was a specific thing she deemed worthy, like your education, your job title, always something very like not about the person's character.
Kind
It
of
was,
semantics. Yeah.
yeah, then she would look down her nose at you. And I get that same vibe from Narc Alert, where she acts like she's cool and loves everybody, but secretly she has very negative opinions of people around her because she doesn't deem them to be at a certain level of, whether it's like intellect, creativity, what, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I do, and I'm gonna add on to that. So I do know there was like that group of people during that like last Costa Rica trip. I don't really know too much about that. I just know there was some drama with it. Obviously, that was exposed. That's pretty much all I know. Aside from that, what I kind of really liked about Merc, sorry, I have to like kind of burp a bit. So if I like pause, that's
you're good.
that might be why. But okay, there was. She used to like she used to like see a recipe that like Amber would make or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then she would be like, this is how you make it, and she would show cooking techniques.
Yeah.
Part of the reason why she stopped doing that though was because she didn't totally get the income to mock the recipe, which like honestly I get that.
Yeah.
I do. I'm not gonna be like, oh, what a bitch. I get that, but I did really like that quality of hers. And I think if she kept that up, that would have been really fun and really unique to her channel versus others.
Yeah, like make chili. Like my only qualm with Amber's chili is she does the reason
it's too liquidy.
She does not. I was gonna say Amber does not. If you buy like a chili kit with all the seasoning, there's a packet of cornstarch in there. You need to make a cornstarch
I was just
slurry.
about to say she should just add a tablespoon of fucking cornstarch.
Yeah, she needs to add cornstarch slurry, but Amber doesn't know how to cook. Amber cooks everything on full blast.
Yeah, that's also the problem.
She
doesn't really know how to render fat like that.
Yeah, no, like, you know, I'm that person where it's like I'm making my fillets that I take them out 2-3 hours in advance. You want your steaks room temperature. Like I can cook. I'm a bit of a foodie. But yeah, you know, people you can get very like anyone starts going in about Chicago style pizza and Italian beefs, I lose my goddamn mind.
It's just a different style. I don't think it's bad. It's just a different style.
Yeah.
Oh
my god.
Okay. I just kind of want to squash this conversation really quick with like the fucking Narc Alert lady.
Yeah.
Now I knew that she's been to Costa Rica and then like another time, and then she went with like one of her mods, and then I guess the most recent time was with like a group from her chat. I'm so fucking sorry. Why would you fucking do that? Why would you do that? Why would you be like, let's meet up. Let's meet up at fucking Costa Rica. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's me, but like that's insane.
Yeah, like there are people, you know, I would, if somebody was like, hey, I'm going to be in like Reno or like,
it's not even a safety thing, by the way.
Sacramento, like, you know,
yeah,
I've met up with one person IRL from online.
Well, like it's not really a safety thing necessarily. It's just kind of like maybe Merc didn't really consider or factor in her own behavior, but like, you know, when you meet someone more like in person, it's very different,
especially in another country.
Like, yeah,
it's not like she was in Toronto in the six. You know,
and there was a group of people that like some of them like knew each other longer than anything. I don't know.
Yeah,
whatever.
I mean,
I do feel bad for them because apparently she was like throwing shit. I don't know. I don't know the tea with that.
She seems like she tries to come across as like, I'm so laid back and cool, and I'm just like an artsy intellectual. But she's the more I'm watching Concerned Girls videos,
I was gonna say
she really seems to have like that hair trigger where it's like she's fine, and then something just sets her off, and she loses her shit, and then it's everyone else's fault but hers,
Well,
and they're the problem, not her.
you know what I do is I see someone have like mannerisms and then I kind of dismiss them, not because, I just want to give them the benefit of the doubt necessarily, but I just like, I assume that I probably overthink. That's what I assume. So when I see like even when I was in the Discord, I left the Discord like months ago.
Yeah.
But even when I was in the Discord, Merc was a fucking asshole kind of. She was kind of like, well, this is what I want. Like, we would watch a lot of random shows and movies and shit, like most Discords do. She'd be like, well, I want to watch this. And it's like, okay, that's like, that's fine. We don't care. But like, and like, even still, like that's nothing to really mention. But she does that a lot where she's kind of
Well,
like,
it's those little
I
things.
wanna.
It's those little things that give you the window into somebody's true personality.
Yeah, it's like what Tammy said with Amber, like the 1,000 cuts type of thing. It adds up. And I mean, like a lot of it can be silly and maybe it is very dismissive, but I mean, I don't know.
Listen, everybody has bad days. Everybody has their moments. I've had 2 situations since I started my Discord in August of 2022 where I've had to like tell someone up.
Is that when you started a server or is that when you started a Discord?
Well, no, it was August of 23. That's when I started my Discord. I started my channel March of 23.
Okay.
And there have been 2 instances with 2 separate people, and both were justified. My reaction was justified.
Now, I'm gonna ask you a very random question. People act like Discord's like such a bad fucking thing to have. It's really not. It's just based off of the servers you're a part of and all that.
No, mine, it used to be like open and there were more people in it. I've cut down. I don't share the link publicly anymore. It's just like a real small group of people.
Yeah.
And like, it's really not that fucking interesting. Like the most interesting thing is somebody shared a recipe for roasted carrot soup. And I was like, yes,
that's
bitch.
Very interesting.
Yes.
To be fair. Don't
there's nothing really that goes on there because I don't allow it. I have always kept I don't want to say control. I've always moderated.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm going to ask you a question. I hope I'm sure I'm going to sound very ignorant, but
go ahead.
Sorry, I keep burping. Do you oh my god, sorry. Do you watch Rosie?
I don't. I see a lot of stuff about her, but I don't.
So after Amber's like super transphobic comment about Casey, Rosie and Rosie's always been like, I'm a trans advocate. I'm a queer trans advocate. I'm queer and I'm here and I'm a trans advocate. And then when it came to Amber, she was like, well, she kind of explained the joke and like, oh, I don't know. Was it transphobic? I don't know.
A joke Amber made at Casey's expense?
And there were 2 people in her stream, Britt and Chris. I think Chris was a mod. They left. They were twin sisters.
Wow.
They left. Of 12 years. 12-year online friendship. They left.
Wow.
Because Rosie chose Amber over supporting trans
Amber's
rights.
been
And you heard Amber's comment, right?
About Casey or
so it was assuming it was about Casey. So there was a screenshot taken from Amber in the locale Discord server. And at first what I heard was that someone asked Amber what she has in common with this person named Sweet Tea. And that wasn't the question. Amber wasn't asked that. But anyway, with Sweet Tea, Sweet Tea claimed that she was like questioning if she cheated on her boyfriend because she got fingered by a man who got like some weird sort of accident where his dick was like maimed off.
Oh God, what the? Why is someone sharing this in a Discord?
No. I know. Listen. That's not even the part of it, though. Listen, just wait. Jesus and
Christ.
then, out of nowhere, because at first, I heard that Amber was asked, "What do you have in common with this Sweet Tea person, the one that was fingered by a dickless man?" And that is the term that was used.
Yeah.
Now listen, Amber says, "I too was fingered by a dickless man." Now listen. Now listen. She was never asked what they have in common. She just said, "I was also fingered by a dickless man."
Like,
and then she
me
was like,
too.
JK. She was like, JK. And then everyone was like,
oh
what the
no.
fuck? What the fuck? Everyone
I
was like,
just
what the
connected
fuck?
that. My little brain just connected that girl, Amber.
No, and then she goes like, "No, it wasn't a transphobic joke," because she tries to explain it from like the Sweet Tea point of view.
Yeah.
That's not the same story. That's not the same thing.
Which I know people think some type of way about me because of some views
All
I
you
have.
To say, all you have
I
to say
fully
is,
support
"I'm sorry
Casey
for being offensive. I'm sorry." Like all you have to
no,
say is,
I
"I'm
just want to
sorry."
make clear I fully support Casey.
Is it really hard to say I'm sorry? How hard is
Well,
that? I'm sorry.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
for
I'm
Amber,
sorry. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Jesus. Yeah,
well,
no.
For Amber, yeah.
I know.
You know.
I know. It's
that's.
But like.
Wow, Amber.
Casey could fucking sue you at this point. Like, and I mean, apparently her aunt is going to.
Oh,
she said Monday she would, but you know, Monday's a holiday, so probably Tuesday.
Yeah, no, I'm
You're gonna
behind
get fucking sued. And like, that's what's funny to me. She takes off a month. No, you should take off a month. You should probably keep working because you're gonna need that fucking money.
You're gonna need them legal funds. Is Amber's aunt threatening to sue her because of?
She called her aunt a rape apologist or a pedophile.
And hasn't she claimed that her aunt, hasn't Amber claimed that when she was living with her aunt or whatever, that her aunt was abusive? Or I can't.
No. So what happened was she blackmailed her aunt to make her mother stay there because her aunt was being abused by her husband.
Oh.
So Amber blackmailed her aunt with her abusive husband. So her piece of shit, drug addicted mother could fucking be a leech in her home and possibly harm her own children.
Wow.
So thanks, Amber. Thanks for
harming
your cousins with a drug addicted piece of shit.
Amber has, from what I've seen, in my opinion, Amber is very emotionally.
She doesn't care.
Manipulative, and it sounds like
it's all about her.
Yeah, it sounds like from what her past partners have shared, she can also be very emotionally abusive, manipulative, neglectful. Just not somebody I personally would want to hang out with or interact with on a personal level.
Like, I'm sorry. Think about the fact that Mama Lynn beat the fuck out of Grandma Lynn.
Oh shit!
Why the fuck would Grandma Lynn give her fucking house?
Right?
Fuck you. You beat me up. You don't get my fucking house, bitch. Like I don't know.
Akasha says
Timmy's such a bitch. Like, how is Timmy a bitch? I'm pretty sure Mama Lynn's a bitch for beating the fuck out of her mother. But
no one in that family sounds like a stand-up citizen. Akasha says her aunt was cheating on her ex-husband with her current husband at the time, and Amber threatened to tell him she was cheating, knowing he was abusive. Wow.
Exactly.
Class act.
Exactly.
Thank you, Akasha. Exactly, teardrop.
No, but like, I mean, what leverage do you think that you have? I don't know.
It's just how it's what Amber is, you know. She's out of who was I talking to about this other day? I made a comment about like watching all these people, whether it's the Ambers, the Chantals. I've been eyeing some other people I might talk about. It just ever watching this shit show online
Yeah.
for almost a decade. I've noticed
It's
that when
crazy.
people are out of control themselves, they
I've talked
try
to my
to
boyfriend about
control
this shit, and I
everyone
swear to
around
God,
them.
he thinks that I'm like super fucking invested, and I'm like, dude,
Shit,
I'm really fucking not.
it
I'm
starts to look
not.
away,
Look at the community. Look at the community. But I
right?
have a question for you though. It's with Amber's aunt and stuff. Like, do you think whatever Amber has been saying is true versus what even Tammy's been sharing? Like,
I'm uninformed as to the back and forth between them, so I really can't comment on it
okay,
until
that's
I'll
fair.
have to like I'll have to find I'll check my usual clip channels
I'm
and
sure you
try
have, but did you see the menstruating beating babies response from Tammy?
no, I have not watched anything
Okay,
between Amber and her
you
aunt.
don't really have to watch. I mean, you can watch it, obviously. Like, I'm not saying you can't, but there's Tammy's kind of like boomer, so majority of the videos like super boomer editing, and she claims that she has no idea what the fuck Amber's talking about with the whole like menstruating beanie babies thing.
Mhm.
So what she does to be cheeky is go to Chat GPT, and Chat GPT posts like
Oh god.
some silly medical type of post about beanie babies, or like the only cycle beanie babies go through is the laundry cycle type of thing.
Yeah.
Um which is kind of funny, but like also like, okay. That's just Tammy saying she has no fucking idea what the fuck Amber's talking
God.
about. But also, Tammy does admit like she used beanie babies as a form of therapy. So now with Amber, people are very upset with her because she's mocking Tammy's form of therapy.
Mhm.
And I don't know, like some people were like, oh, well, she said she spanked the beanie baby. She said she hit them, like whatever. Okay, maybe that's fucking weird. I would prefer someone smacking a beanie baby versus neglecting a cat,
Yeah.
beating a partner of theirs, multiple
Take up
partners,
pickleball or something.
XYZ. Like come on. Like really,
Yeah.
okay, Tammy's maybe fucking weird, but at least she doesn't fucking beat the shit out of other people, apparently.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
sorry.
Yeah, I'll have to find some clip channels and try and listen as I'm driving out to Cali tomorrow,
Yeah.
because this is like, I knew they were going at it. Because I've just kind of been like checked out the past 2 weeks for most stuff, because it's just,
I
it
didn't
was a
really get
lot.
the like I didn't really get the point at first when I watched her video. I mean, like, I kind of did, but I feel like when you watch it like maybe twice, you kind of get it more,
Hmm.
like her point of view. But
Yeah.
I also don't think that this was a poll in a Discord that I was in about like Amber coming back whenever she would.
Yeah.
I voted that she would probably come back within like a week or two.
Maybe.
But that would also depend on if people post things about her. Like it wouldn't just be out of the blue, I don't think.
I mean, I think if the right person posts something, Amber will feel the need to respond, and she will come back. And
Yeah.
I mean, because think about it. Amber's got people, how many people saying shit about her every single day? She's not going to fucking care. I wonder if she lurks around, but I don't know. Who knows? Maybe
It's
she'll
not just
respond to
that,
her
but she
aunt.
also has like Alexis by her side now. She has Rosie by her side now. She has Emily by her side. She has a lot of people by her side. So
Gassing
I
her
do
up.
see her not necessarily like posting or saying anything, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. If she comes back, she'll come back. I don't. It's fucking Amber. Does she
kind of
ever
hope
follow
I
through
kind of
with
hope she doesn't.
anything?
I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't know. I'm sort of just like, I need to catch up. And I mean, people do what they do. I just watch as it happens. I'm like,
I just hope she focuses on her herself. I feel like she's been neglecting her health for, I mean, more than several years, but she really hasn't tried to do anything weight loss related
no,
since she
she's not
was
going to
with.
change.
No,
She's
I know
not.
that, but like she was on Ozempic or something, like GLP-1 when she was
Yeah.
with
Didn't
Valentine, and
work.
that was like 2 years ago.
Well, because
So
nothing ever works.
yeah,
Because,
because she doesn't want to put in effort.
well, no, and the big thing is that she's got to admit, like, it's not just binge eating or BPD or whatever she wants to self-diagnose with. She is a food addict. And I think it's very difficult for Amber to admit she is an addict in any sense of the word with what she grew up with her parents being drug addicts. I imagine that's very difficult for her.
Do you think that that's the sole reason right now? Like I'm just genuinely asking. Just because sometimes she really does seem like she puts in effort, like very, very rarely. Sorry, hold on. My earbud fell out. Very rarely does she seem like she like puts in effort, but when she does put in effort, she does seem like she kind of gives a fuck. So it's like when she was more committed to Valentine, whatever.
No, what I saw with Valentine was what her and Chantel do the same shit. They meet somebody, it's the honeymoon phase. Oh, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to change, yes, da, 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 da. And then that wears off and they start with the manipulation and, oh, but no, I'm craving this. And oh, the binge monster and this and that. And Amber has not changed. She will not change. It's all a show. It's all a band-aid for whatever her romantic situation is at the time. And like I said, until Amber can admit she is a food addict, an addict of any sort, she will not get better because
and that's the thing. She's gonna die like Cobra.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's hurting
like I almost
herself.
hate to say it, but I also don't. Like, I mean, it's pretty obvious. Like, she's not doing anything to better herself.
No, and I don't think it's like Chantel. I think
Yeah.
Chantel's like, I would rather die young eating what I want to eat than lose weight and
Right.
be skinny and miserable. Look at Becky is 31 years old and just had a triple bypass. 31 years old.
Yeah, that's fucking insane.
You don't end up needing a triple bypass because you're healthy. So I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on, but
that's the other thing though with Beck. Beck needs to. I mean, is Beck still seeing that predator?
Girl, I don't know.
Exactly. We don't know. So I'm sorry. I'm not going to give you $5 if I don't even know if you're with a predator still or not. Sorry. No. Not really sorry, but
oh yeah, the girl that had the cuddle applications
for minors. Yeah.
Man, Tumblr is such a fucking cesspool. I'm glad. I would never I got my YouTubes and my Twitter. I'm good. I'm like, eh.
Right?
Tumblr is not my vibe. All right. Yeah, I want to finish these Narc Alert videos up sometime this week. And I know I can't do it Wednesday. I have my eye appointment. I'm not going to try to stream when my eyes are dilated. Reading all this shit out.
It could be a fun challenge.
Oh my God.
Just kidding.
I have to drive from the eye doctor's office because I'm going to go get my my glasses at Costco.
You should have someone drive you, but okay.
No, yeah, I think I'm going to have Mama Burb drive because usually she's the passenger princess. Okay. And this time I'm like, I don't want to fucking drive.
Now you can be the passenger princess.
Well, but I do my best to take care of her. Yeah. So, but thank you for coming up.
Yeah, thank you for having me on.
I appreciate you coming to chat and always giving your viewpoint and
thank you. I don't know how to leave, but I'm just gonna pretend I know how to leave. So
I can kick you off if you want. Okay. Thank you for coming up. Round of applause for Nicole Y. And you're welcome to come up again. The next
Thank
Narc
you.
Alert one I do, I'll like watch
Alright,
the stuff
alright.
and then we'll have a chat. Okay.
Sounds good. Bye.
All right. Thank you so much. It was so nice to talk to you
Nice
finally.
to talk to you too. Goodbye,
All right.
guys.
Have a good night, Nicole.
You too.
Oh my God. I love her. She's so fun. Nicole, you should start a channel. You would be great. Oh, there's always so much going on in girl world, and I dip out a lot because I'm like, girl, I can't. It's too much. So thanks everybody for showing up. As I always say, I'm gonna try to get back on a regular streaming schedule if my body would cooperate. And we had a lot of storms last week, and like my power was flickering, and I have surge protectors, but I was like, so hang in there. Please remember to take a break if you need to take a break. Shout out Kate Winslet again. Phenomenal Cobes tribute. Girl, I've watched it so many times. And Cobes and Lynn, we love you. We will miss you. And yeah, thanks for showing up. I'm gonna start winding down and go to bed. It's 9:15. Let me get my outro. Where's my stuff? There it is. So I will do members only tomorrow sometime because I know I'm like super fucking behind on those. And I want to just like catch up and, maybe we'll do an open panel, get messy. We can talk about whatever. There's always some shit to talk about. You guys have a good night. If you're Merkin, enjoy, and you have the day off tomorrow, please enjoy your day off for Labor Day, the unofficial end to summer. Hope it starts cooling off for everybody, and I will be back soon. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for all the support. Have a good night. Bye.